if you did not, if you brush your teeth. If you brush your teeth. Shocking. How many people already brush their teeth? Raise your hand if you did brush your teeth. You're all welcome. We're going to start off with a few announcements. Anybody got any announcements to make?
Ice skating after this.
We're going ice skating after this.
Shower time. Then ice skating.
And brush your teeth. You're not allowed to go ice skating unless you brush your teeth, whether they're false or not. Other announcements?
We have to check out of here by what time in the morning? And sheets off the bed or?
9.
Leave the sheets on the bed?
Yeah.
Take your trash out, sheets off the bed?
Trash out.
Trash out.
Sheets left on the bed. Towels left where?
Dishes in the dishwasher.
What about towels?
What if, yeah, just leave them in the room. And the sheets on the bed?
Just like home.
Make sure you empty your garbage though.
Okay, that's good.
What about food for tonight? Tacos? Is that right? Do we need any more food? Do we need some spaghetti or anything, or tacos good? I need some what? Any breakfast plans in the morning, or everybody's just going wherever? Wherever. Okay. Tina has so graciously made us some hymnals this year. We're really stepping it up. So,
Aubrey, Madison has something.
yeah, there we go. Pass out the hymnals, please. We'd like to please give a warm applause to our song leader, Laura Highball. Laura, if you make your way down to the front, please. We'll lead our music this morning.
I'm cheering you on, girl.
Did you get voluntold? Did you get voluntold? I did.
It's a whole section.
It was nice.
Here, Laura.
I am not.
Turn it your way.
Go ahead and want to use the microphone.
I refuse.
What? You gotta use the microphone.
No.
That's the purpose of the
I
microphone.
Hey, you took my hymnal.
That one and
Please share your hymnals.
what they do?
What's our first song? What's the jar? I got to
Keep your hands together so they can use them for next year.
No, they don't. We need to tell everybody to turn your head. Oh man, I spent coffee everywhere. Song version. Up a little bit. Page 1. Alright, rock and roll. Here we go.
Alright, y'all do introduction in your time. You're just going to jump straight in. Okay.
Any hymnals left over? Let's go coffee.
Saved came from glory, having gained his life.
All right, page 23.
23.
No, I don't.
Give her the microphone.
You gotta do the hand motions.
No.
Use a
Don't do that
microphone
either.
at church.
Huh?
Use a microphone at your church, or our old church.
Good family.
Like, I really want to do this.
All right.
yard, please collect the hymnals. Turn them opposite ways. Opposite ways. Like in a house.
That's part of ours, I think. That's all. That's part of ours. Good job, man. Good job.
We only have like 4.
We had 4 today.
That's not part of my. It's not part of my illustration. The jockey. Here you go. Just take them to Tina. Here, get these two. Come on. I don't need to keep up with them. Let me get. This time we're going to turn the service over to Miss Emily. Miss Emily, if you'd like to come right here.
Since they're already here, can they
Okay,
turn around?
children, just turn around. We're going to have children's moment. Children's church. So children. All the children. All the carpet children. Grady, turn around. Grady, turn around and listen to Emily. Put that up. Put it up. Put that down. It's your lesson right here. Put it down. Face down. And we'll take it away the rest of the day. Turn around.
Just like the preachers.
Okay.
Y'all listen Emily.
For those of you that go to school, how many of you get a cold shiver when you see this red pen or red marker? Anybody? No? Okay.
Smart kids.
Or rather, how many of you get nervous when you see this kind of ink on your paper? Like when your teacher grades your paper. Or maybe red or blue, green, whatever color. Okay. The general rule is the less ink you have on your paper, the better grade. When you see a paper covered in red, you could be in trouble too. How many of you have had a teacher who let you grade each other's papers? Y'all ever done that in school? You got to switch like the person beside of you? Yeah? Okay. You trade papers with the person next to you, you pull out a red pen, and you grade one another's papers. Let's say the person next to you is your best friend. If your best friend is grading your paper and you have a lot of wrong answers, would you rather your friend mark them all or help you cheat by not marking the wrong answers? You want them to be right, don't you? Okay. If your friend doesn't mark all the wrong answers and the teacher doesn't catch it, you could end up with a better grade. It's a grade you don't deserve, but it's still a better grade. But what happens if the teacher double checks your paper? Your grade will go down and both of you and your friend could be in trouble if the teacher knows your friend did it on purpose and you knew about it. Some people think a simple act of cheating like this is being a good friend. Some people think friendship is lying to your parents to help you sneak out or do something that they told you not to do. But the truth is that being a good friend, especially a Christian friend, means that sometimes we have to correct one another. As you continue to grow up, you're going to face bigger temptations than cheating on a paper. You're going to face temptations that could put your health, your future, and even your life at risk. What kind of friend do you want by your side when those temptations come and everyone else is doing it? Do you want the friend who's going to go along with you and lie for you? No. Or do you want the friend who is willing to say this isn't right? Put another way, are you going to be the friend who just goes along with the crowd, or are you going to have the courage to remind your friends of the way God taught you to live? You're going to do that, right? Okay, that's all I got.
All right. Now at this time we're going to we're going to take prayer requests, and then Erica's going to pray for our prayer requests. So, if you have a prayer request, she's going to put it in her phone. You want a snack? Okay, there's some Skittles right back there in that red tub. Skittles in the red tub. Yeah, Skittles in the red tub. I don't think she's joking. She really wants. All right, prayer request.
Remember Josh and Travis. Travis already had surgery on his neck, and Josh is still healing with his back injury.
Josh and Travis both having surgeries and healing.
Family of Richard Bank.
Do what?
Family of Richard Bank.
Richard Banks family?
Steve Dunlap's family.
Yeah, Dunlap family?
Kyle, I think his name's Barnett. He's from Russell County. He has Hodgkin's lymphoma, I think.
Barnett? Mr. Barnett?
Darlene Crane. They put her in hospice. Good friend I work with.
Remember Zion, he's got CPOD in his last stage of it.
Elizabeth and Elizabeth Smith. She needs a liver and possibly a lung transplant. She's a high school student.
Is that her name again?
Elizabeth Smith.
Sam Michaela Watson, that's the high school student that has the brain tumor.
Michaela Watson. She has a brain tumor. She's in the high school. Anybody else? Okay.
Lord, we thank you for this day, we thank you for this time, we thank you for all of the family that is here gathered together. We just pray that you would be with our time, that we would honor you, that we would encourage one another, that we would be a light of Jesus to all the people that we touch. God, we lift up these people who are ill and in need of you. Josh and Travis, the Richard Banks family, the Dunlap and Barnett family, Miss Darlene Crane, Ziny, co-worker of Julie's, Elizabeth Smith, and Michaela Watson. God, you know each of these people individually, and you know their situations and their health concerns. God, you know what's going on around them and their health care. Father, we just pray that you would be with all the people that are helping take care of them. God, you would be with all their caretakers. You would be with the medical people who are helping them make decisions. God, we just lift these families up to you and ask that you would walk with them as they walk through these difficult times. Be with our day today and help us to show people Jesus when we're out and about in Gatlinburg today, and to love one another. In your name, amen.
Amen. So, Julie asked me to do church again this year, and I assumed when she said that, she meant that I would talk, when I would speak. And, you know, she always gives me plenty of time to prepare, so she sent me a text on Thursday night, I think it was. When I do church, sure. So, what I'm going to talk about this morning is the beauty of the family. The beauty of the family. Let's say that together. The beauty of the family. So I want you to look to your family member, to your right or your left, and tell them they're beautiful. Okay? All right? Now look to your other side in case someone did not get that told to them, and tell them they're beautiful as well. Okay? So we're all beautiful. Beauty of the family. So, before I start, I always like to start a little light, you know, have some jokes, because I am the jokester, you know. I always have great jokes, right, Andrew? And, you know, there's like four different areas of jokes that you can get. You can tell, right? Somebody please get that kid. Okay? Andrew's the nursery worker. If you want to send your kid with her, but you got to talk about, if you're going to tell jokes, you know, you got to tell jokes on the weather, food, sports, and of course, you know, politics. So my first weather joke is, if April showers bring May flowers, what does May bring?
Pilgrims.
The pilgrims.
Pilgrims.
All right, kids, this is for you. Okay, it's a food one. What's the difference between boogers and broccoli?
Nothing.
Kids don't eat broccoli. All right, this is my long joke. This is my sports joke. This little boy, he had a litter of kittens and takes them downtown to try to sell them. And on the side of the box, he puts "for sale." And on the other two ends of the box, he puts, "These kittens are UK fans." And so he's there all day. doesn't sell any kittens. He takes them back home and decides he'll go back the next weekend. So he goes back the next weekend and he puts for sale on 2 ends of the boxes. And on the other side, he puts these kittens are U of L kittens. And there was a guy who had walked past the week prior, and he was a UK fan, you know. And he's like, "Hey, wait a minute, young fellow. Last week you said these kittens were UK kittens, and now you're saying they're the UK fans. And now you're saying this week that they're U of L fans. These kittens are." And he said, "Yeah, they've opened their eyes this week." Now, if you don't like that joke, you can always turn it around if you're a UK fan. And here's my politic joke. So, up until Donald Trump, if the president was ever under attack, they would say, "Mr. President, get down! Mr. President, get down!" But now, when the president is under attack, they simply say, "Donald, duck." Donald, duck. The beauty of the family. So let me ask you this question. Why do people come to Gatlinburg? All right, why, or maybe I should word it. Why does all these attractions? Why are they built? Why right here for church? Why right here in Gatlinburg? What is it? What draws people to this area?
The mountains.
The mountains. Right? Dolly is here because of the mountains, right? It's the mountains that are the reason why people come to Gatlinburg. It's the same, like, why do people go to Florida, or why do people go to Alabama, or why do people go to South Carolina in like the summertime or the spring and fall? They go there to those places because of the beach. Or maybe why do people go out to Colorado certain times of the year? The mountain, skiing, right? And so, because of nature, right? And if you look at any artists are known for their most famous piece of artwork, most famous thing they've created, right? And so if you think about someone like Michelangelo, he's known for the Sistine Chapel. There's someone like Beethoven for the 50th Symphony. George Lucas is known for Star Wars. And so they're known for what they created, right? And so if we read from the very beginning of the Bible, we see that God is an artist. And we can look at the beauty of His creation, the Bible says in Romans 1:20, and we can know that there is a God through the mountains and the beaches. But if you look at all the things that God created, the land and the sea,